Hello everybody, and thank you for patiently waiting for this video to come out. 2 weeks ago, I was under the weather and I couldn't do this video, well, I couldn't do it live because, when it's Coach TGS, I have a lot of energy and my voice needs to be really strong and powerful and motivating. And so, because I got sick, I decided to postpone this particular video. But I did the next best thing when I was ready for it and I already pre-recorded this topic. So it's a longer topic. This isn't my short 5 minutes, and I really want you to sit down with a notebook and a pen in hand because I will discuss to you the goal setting pyramid. It's a new system that I am really espousing to all of you to use because it gives us, just like what I've said in the video, a fighting chance to achieve our goals this year. So are you ready, everybody? Okay, so sit down, relax, be in the correct mindset, and let's go for 2021.
So I'm gonna talk about the goal setting pyramid. Sabi niyo, uy, bago yata yan. Yes, because this is an original system that I am espousing and sharing with all of you. So let me ask you, have you made your goals yet? Because before you go to the goal setting pyramid, of course, you must have a short intro on how to set goals. Have you set your goals for 2021? Naisip niyo na ba anong gagawin niyo? Or kinakabahan ba kayo? Are you scared? Are you scared of 2021 or are you hopeful of 2021? Because we want to throw away 2020 already. In fact, we were so excited to have the new year. Remember? Because we want to forget the numbers 2020. But admit it or not, 2021 is also going to be maybe not as hard, but it's still going to be hard. So we have to approach 2021 with a different mindset. And this is what I want to share with you. How many goals did you share or did you set last year? Ang goal nyo lang ba was your goal to be the number one in sales, to be the top in your profession? Was that your goal last year? And then when it didn't happen because the pandemic happened, oh, you wanted the trip. Oh, I'm sure you wanted the trip that your developers actually promised you if you hit this target, blah, 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 etc., etc. But nobody was able to take a trip, right? Last year, all travel trips were thrown out of the window. Hindi po ba? So, last year, nung hindi natupad yung ating mga goals, paano ho yung mindset natin? How is our mindset 2021? Gusto pa ba nating mag-set ng goals? Gusto pa ba nating magplano? Kaya lang, we're also scared. Baka kasi, naman, there's the pandemic. We don't know what's gonna happen. Well, I'm going to teach you how to take control of your goals and how to make sure that you can actually achieve your goals. So, are you ready? Okay, ang haba nung sinabi ko, intro pa lang ano. Okay, so pasensya na. You know naman me when I'm talking, I always put that energy, okay, to everybody. So let's begin. How many goals did you set last year? 1, 2? Okay. This is the first step in goal setting. You see, let's define it. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Ito ay pangarap na merong kalendaryo. No, it has sabi nga kanina no, is a time bound, no? You have to have a time element in your goal. Otherwise, it just remains a dream. Sabi, 'di ba? Dream big. Ang mangarap ay libre. So mangarap tayo, we want to be billionaires, we want to travel the world. Of course. But when we are talking about goals, especially for 2021, everybody, I need you to realize that it is a dream with a deadline. But how many goals can you actually make or should you actually make? Now, I'm going to give you a suggestion. The suggestion here is when you make your 2021 goals, everybody, you have to complete your entire well being. You see, it's not only financial. Every time we're asked to make a goal, what is the first goal that you want? Mula, money, right? I will earn, I will buy, I will get. It's always about money. And then we stop there. Okay, so I want you to make 8 goals. 8, ang dami naman. Relax. Tingnan natin. What are the 8 goals? Let's take a look. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng 8 goals? Okay, let's talk about this. Of course, number 1, let's not be hypocrites. Of course, it's financial. So for example, these are examples. Ha. I want to earn 1 million pesos. Second one is your career. I want to be the number 1 in sales. Physical. Ladies, baka naman mga gentlemen din. I want to lose 30 pounds for 2021. Ay, pangarap ko din ho yan. Number 4, I want to spend time with my family. Despite the fact that we are locked down for 1 year and I have been with my family, parang I feel I wasn't really, I wasn't really feeling the family because I was so, my mind was flying. My mind was so stressed because of the financial part. Let's look at number 5. Okay? Social. You see, yung emotional ninyo is within the family. It is your relationships. But social means going out. Hindi nga kami makalabas, coach. Yun na nga yun, mga kapatid sa industriya. You still have to have goals on the social side. And the mere fact that you are a member of this organization gives me hope that you also have goals for this organization. This is the social aspect of your life. So it's great that you are members of an organization. Intellectual, you need to add something. So for example here, I will take an online course because everything is virtual. Environmental, yes, you have to help the planet. So for example, I will grow vegetables. Why? Because sustainability, right? A lot of people became plantitas this pandemic. Okay, then make it your goal that you want to now come out with a vegetable garden. And look at this one goal, spiritual. That sometimes we forget that it is a goal. So for example, the goal for spiritual is I will read the Bible every day. So you get my point? You have to have a goal for every part of your life so that your buong pagkatao po, yung kusino tayo, our whole well-being is taken care of. Okay? You get me? Okay, now, you have to make goals for every part of your well-being. To take care of ourselves, dapat holistic. We have to have a holistic way of setting goals, not just financial. Okay? Now, somebody said, let's make smart goals. Somebody said, let's make smarter goals. I like the smarter goals because that's what I espouse also. So let me show you this. Let me show you what smarter goals means. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant. Ibig sabihin, bagay sa oras na to. Bagay sa buhay nyo at this time. Time-bound, exciting, and rewarding. That is what I also espouse. We'll take a look at the goals that we've set a while ago, and let's see how can we make this goal specific. So let's take a look. The corrections now of making a goal to a smarter goal are now in pink. So for example, financial. I will earn 1 million pesos net income. No expenses. That's how specific you want to be. You can also be, I want to have 1 million pesos in my bank account. I want to earn, maybe 1 million is too small. Some of you might want 10 million or even 1 billion. Don't let me stop you. But please be very specific. I remember when I was about 27 years old, mga 4 years ago. Hindi. 27 years old. When I was 27 years old, I remember I set my goal and I said, I want to have 1 million. I want to earn 1 million pesos by the age of 30. Was I able to do it? Yes. By the grace of God, I was able to do it. But I earned 1 million in my ITR. It did not reflect in my bank account. So I realized that at that stage that my goal setting was mali, was incorrect. So you have to be very specific in what goal you want. You're getting me, right? Okay, let's look at career. I want to be number 1 salesperson in the whole company, whatever the company is. It can be a developer, it can be the company you're working for, it can be, in your organization. Where do you want to be number one in? So be specific. Physical. I want to lose 30 pounds through diet and exercise. You can even be very specific, let's say through intermittent fasting and exercise 30 minutes a day. You can be even as detailed as that, and I would love it. And for emotional, look at this. I will spend time with my family on all Sundays of the month. Because it's easy to say, I want to spend time with my family, but do we really spend time with their families? Time is a quantitative unit. You can measure it. So you can also be very specific. Next, what about your social? Oh, eto na. I will donate to, is this the one? Okay. I will donate to my parish church, let's say 10% of my gross monthly income. Or I will donate to this organization 10% of my monthly gross income. It's up to you, right? Because I saw the treasurer's report a while ago, and I saw that there were donations. So you might want to add donations. I'm sure CRB, our dear treasurer, will be very happy with the donations that you will make for this organization. Intellectual, look at this. I will take an online course on what? On cooking, maybe Japanese, Korean, French, Italian. Be very specific. You want to have an online course on public speaking? You want to have an online course on training? Okay, you better call me. Okay. And then you have environmental. I will grow five vegetables, specifically tomatoes and eggplant and okra and carrot and onions. Be very specific. And finally, spiritual. You cannot read the Bible every day because you cannot read the whole Bible every day, unless that's really what you want. So be specific, because when people say, I read the Bible, sometimes they just read one psalm, one proverb, one chapter. Or you can say, I'll be very specific and I will read today's mass readings. Or I will be very specific, I will read today's gospel. It's up to you. Walang basagan ng trip to. I'm not dictating to you what goals you want. I'm just telling you that you have to make smarter goals. Okay, so what have we learned so far? Number one, set 8 goals to complete your whole being. Number two, make sure that the goals are smarter. We're good? Okay. Now, this is what happens. Ngayon, eto na ngayon ang problema. Last year, sabi niyo sa akin, Coach, I also made so many goals. I had so many goals. Maybe not the whole wellness thing because I learned it only today, but I had many goals, but I wasn't able to achieve my goals. Why? Because when we are talking about goals, we lose 3 things. Number one, we lose momentum. January, remember? Same time last year, you had the first GMM of your organization. You had sales rallies, right? You keep on attending sales rallies left and right and rah. You were so excited. That was January. Trickled until February. March 15, as I've said, changed our entire life. We lost momentum. We lost steam. And as the pandemic went, worn through the entire year, the entire, month after month after month, we were losing momentum. And in the end, and some of you admit it or not, personally, I will admit it to you, sometimes you felt you lost control. You can't even plan, right? Last year, we were waiting for what the IATF would say. We were waiting for our situation. We were taking care of ourselves. We were scared. So we lost control. We totally lost confidence last year, and thereby losing time. Suddenly, we woke up that it was already December or September because Jose Marichan started singing already September 1. And then we realized, oh my gosh, I have lost 2020. Those are the things that stop us from achieving our goals: the loss of momentum, the loss of control, and the loss of time. This is why it is so important that I teach you the goal setting pyramid. Because this system, I am telling you, will give you a fighting chance. I'm not saying it's a perfect system, but it will give you a fighting chance to actually succeed this year. So let me tell you about the goal setting pyramid. Don't think of this as a pyramid scheme. Okay, I know the pyramid already had its bad vibes because of the pyramid scheme. The pyramid is actually a great symbol. Let's look at what is the most famous pyramid, the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. If you take a look at the picture in your screens, the pyramids were the burial grounds for pharaohs, the kings of Egypt. They were designed by the architect Imhotep as a climb. If you take a look at the inclination, right? They thought, or they believed rather, that their pharaoh, because when the pharaoh died, of course, they're under the ground, right? But they will slowly climb to the apex where they are going to join the sun god Ra and be a god himself. Did you know that the pyramids were also used to tell time? It was actually a humongous sundial. So the pyramids became the symbol of strength, of power, of controlling everything that happened in this life and after. So when I was devising this system, I said, you know what? I love the pyramids. I'm so in love with Egypt that I said, I believe that setting goals is like a pyramid. And I'll show you why. What are the shapes in the pyramid? Two shapes actually. You have a triangle on four sides and actually a square base. So it's not a triangular base, it's a square base. That's what makes it a pyramid. Now the triangle is equilateral, meaning all equal in sides. Therefore, the triangle symbolized equality. Equality. And the square resembled the base or a foundation represented stability. That's what a pyramid offers. Same way, when you remember this, your eight goals, when you make your eight goals, you've got to make sure that all eight goals are of equal importance. You can't say, oh, I need to make more money, therefore I won't plant my vegetable garden. I need to go and I'm very busy that I won't read the gospel or I won't read the Bible today. No, I won't spend time with my family because, or I want to spend time with my family. Therefore, oh, I'm not going to attend the meeting with the developer or with your company or with your boss or with this organization. All your goals are of equal importance. And that is a mindset that I want you to have. The goals have to be equal. And you must have a good foundation for your goals. And I'm going to teach you how. Okay. So what we do is when you look at the pyramid, just like the Egyptians, you have to build the pyramid from ground up. Ground up. Okay? So you have to lay down your foundation first. If you look at the picture, how many triangles can you see? There are 5 triangles, right? Very good. 5. Because your 2021 goals is the large pyramid. And then what we will do is break them into smaller pyramids. I'll teach you how. So let's begin. The 4 smaller triangles represents 4 quarters of the year. So if you take a look at that, you break down your 8 equally important goals into 4 parts. So you have to do it quarter 1. So if you look at that, instead of 1 million, just get 250,000 this quarter. Instead of being the salesperson for the whole year, be the salesperson first, number 1, in this quarter. Don't lose 30 pounds all in 1 quarter. Lose 3 pounds a month times 3. So 9 pounds in the entire quarter. I think that's much doable. Don't you agree? You know, you spend your Sundays. How many Sundays are there in a quarter? 12, 4 per month, right? So parang may countdown. So you have 12. When you spend one Sunday, 12, 11, 10. Then that means you are able to keep track and monitor your spending quality time with your family. Don't donate your entire 250,000, you just have to donate 25,000 broken down into, that's up to you. Don't enroll in the entire international course, the United Colors, no? No, you just, let's say, enroll first in Korean cooking. Uso naman yan, samyupsal. And then, be good at it for that quarter. Don't plant the entire 5 veggies, especially if you don't know how to plant. I'm sorry, I'm not a plantito. I'm not a plantita. I don't know. I don't have a green thumb. So I don't know how. So I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna start slow. Maybe not all the 5, but maybe I'll start with the 3. And then as I've said, I will just read the gospel. 90 gospels, one gospel a day for 3 months. You get my point. So that's quarter 1. After quarter 1, you go now, quarter 1 will end March 30. So February pa lang, we have 2 months pa. And I'm sure you already had the first month, pumukpok na kayo in the first month. So let's look at quarter 2. Exactly the same as quarter 1, except some tweaks. You look at the screen and look at those in pink. So for example, syempre tapos na si Korean, baka Japanese cooking ka naman. You can start doing the Japanese cooking. And instead of just sticking with the 3 veggies, you now have the confidence of how the soil works and how to really plant correctly. Then continue and have 2 more veggies added. But what I am saying is you are going to do your goals exactly the same as quarter 1. Why? Why is this important? Because, my dear friends, quarters 1 and 2 will give you momentum. Kailangan kasi meron tayong parang di ba? Bago ka before you go up the mountain, di ba? Nag-rev up yung kotse para gumanon. For those of you who are driving, you understand me. If you go up, di ba? Nag-vroom vroom muna kayo before it goes up to the mountain. We should have momentum, right? We should have momentum. And that is what quarters 1 and 2 will give us. Momentum. Ngayon, alam ko na yung nasa isip niyo eh. Sasabihin niyo, paano if we don't hit quarter 1? Quarter 1 nga, hindi na namin na-hit eh. Quarter 2, hindi din namin na-hit. Yan. That's why it's important. Why these 2 quarters, you should not let go. If you're gonna push these first 2 quarters because it will give you momentum. This is where, on June 30, you will make a decision. Why? Because now it is based on solid data. You have facts and figures of the first 6 months. In the corporate world, it's called the mid-year review. Some of you who are working for corporate knows and understands this. This now gives management an idea. Can we still hit the target, the main target? See this big triangle, this big pyramid? Or should we make the pyramid a little smaller? Why? Is it a sign of giving up? No. It's a sign of actually proper planning and good decision-making skills. Because I don't want you to die at the end of the year trying so hard. You have to also acknowledge, number 1, where are you now? After Q1 and Q2, where are you now? If you see that you have the available resources, kaya eh. If you see that physically, mentally, you have the resources to still push through with the original goal, then go. Don't make me stop you. But if there are adjustments that you have to make in any of your 8 goals, now's the time. Okay? So this is not about feeling. Hindi na to pangarap na, hindi, baka naman sakali, kaya pa. Kaya pa natin. No. On the mid-year after the second quarter, you already know where you stand. You know if you're going to move forward or you're going to move a little backward. Because sometimes 2 steps backward will propel you to 3 steps forward. You remember that saying. So now let's go to quarter 3. Quarter 3 is what we call the recovery period. For those of the goals na hindi nyo nagkuha, the goals that you were not able to get on quarters 1 and quarters 2, sa quarter 3 nyo lalagay. dun kayo magpupush. Because you've already made the decision whether do you want to still push it, do you want to revise, do you want to change, or laban, at tapang at tao, kaya talaga. So, quarter 3 is the recovery period, it is the booster period, and it gives you a good foundation for quarter 4. If you look at the shape of quarter 3, it is an inverted triangle. Why? The inverted, this part, is not a triangle anymore. It's actually the square. The base is a square. So now you are preparing yourself to propel for the last triangle, which is quarter 4. Quarter 4 is your last mile push. Because you've decided in the middle of the year, should I go for it or should I not? And you've made the decision, then that means you will boost quarter 3 and have a good preparation for quarter 4. Does this make sense to you? Nakukuha niyo ba ibig ko sabihin? This will give you a fighting chance of achieving your goals instead of getting overwhelmed and we are eaten by too many goals, too big goals, and we're too scared already to move forward. What am I suggesting to all of you? Why am I so much really passionate about the goal setting pyramid? Well, these are my reasons. What do we gain? You gain traction. 'Di ba yung traction, yung gulong sa sasakyan, nakadikit. In other words po, our feet are always on the ground. Hindi ka lumilipad sa hangin at nangangarap na lang o naglalakad kayo parang zombie kasi hindi nyo na alam where you're going to go. We had that feeling last year. So we shouldn't do that. We have to have good traction. Our connection to what is real. We have and we gain adjustment. We know when to adjust. We are fast in adjusting and therefore we do not lose time. In fact, we gain more time because we know that yung sinasabi natin pagiging time-bound, we've already shortened the time for us to assess and for us to judge where we stand. Why will you use the goal-setting pyramid, my friends? Because sabi nga, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Di ba po? Ang hirap kumain ng elepante, ang laki. But you do it one bite at a time. Same with goals. Set against the goal-setting pyramids. You do your goals one goal at a time at one time frame at a time. Why the goal-setting pyramid again? What's another reason that I want to share with you? It's because the goal-setting pyramid is your connection. It's the link. It's the link with the dreaming. Look at the girl who's dreaming. And the deadline. The link, the goal-setting pyramid is actually a solid plan. The goal-setting pyramid is simply planning, but correct planning. And finally, my dear friends, the goal-setting pyramid will give you a reason to believe that we can actually achieve our goals. We can really achieve our goals. It gives us that confidence and it gives us that motivation to achieve our goals. Okay, everybody? Now, I hope that you've learned something today and that you will actually use the goal-setting pyramid. Now,
So, you know why you're supposed to use the goal-setting pyramid now, right? But you're thinking, oh, I'm so scared. There's still the pandemic. I might not be able to do it. I might do the same things that I've done in 2020. And what if I still lose momentum? You know, my dear friends, there are a lot of things that happen when we set goals. And some are controllable and some are not controllable. But there is a system apart from the goal setting system. Remember, the goal setting pyramid is the third. No? So the first one is you set goals. Second, make them smarter goals. And number 3, put it against the goal setting pyramid. And then what is the final step? The final step now is to test your goals according to the precepts that were shared to us by my mentor, Dr. John Maxwell. As you know that I am a John Maxwell certified speaker, trainer, and coach, I am blessed to be certified to share with you our 8 of his books, and one of his books is called Put Your Dream to the Test. And I'm going to give you a talk on Put Your Dream to the Test, and I'm inviting you this time on February 20. I will only have one session, and that's 8 p.m. That's a Saturday, so it's 8 p.m. It's only going to be at about 10 p.m. But it depends, you might have questions and all. But that's okay because it's a Saturday, you're relaxed. I want you not to be stressed. Maybe have a glass of wine and put your dream to the test. You will learn 10 questions, 10 important questions that you need to ask yourself if these goals that you've set in the goal setting pyramid will actually work. Will you be able to really see these goals, visualize these goals for you to achieve them? Because, sabi nga, one of my most favorite quotes is, for you to do the impossible, you've got to see the invisible. And Put Your Dream to the Test will make you see the invisible. And then really give you that confidence to go after your goals. So Put Your Dream to the Test on February 20, 8 p.m. The tickets are available at 1,000 pesos. But if you register until Friday, I am giving you a whopping 50% discount at 500 pesos. Okay? So please register. I am sending the link. I don't know if it's going to be below or above, but click the link to register. You need to register for Put Your Dream to the Test. For goal setting, for this goal setting pyramid, all you have to do is like and subscribe, and hopefully you comment on this video for the goal setting pyramid. If you have questions, especially if you have questions about it, send them to me and I'll answer your questions. And then register, important, register for the Put Your Dream to the Test. This is a Dr. John Maxwell talk that I will be giving you on February 20, 8 p.m. So, I'll see you there. Bye!